After missing the playoffs for the 9th straight season, the Hurricanes reshuffled their front office. New owner Tom Dundon cleaned house, bringing in new head coach Rob Brind'Amour and promoting Don Waddell into the vacant general manager position. The Flames picked up some of the scraps left by Dundon's demolition project. After firing head coach Glenn Gulutzan, Calgary hired former Hurricanes bench boss Bill Peters, who resigned from his post in Carolina. NHL Draft 2018, first-round results, pick-by-pick grades. It came after Calgary missed the playoffs for the 7th time in the past 9 years. Though those two postseason trips came more recently, in 2015 and 2017, the result this year was clearly unacceptable in the eyes of the Flames brass. So after playing a game of front office musical chairs, the two teams that are pretty familiar with one another took it a step further, pulling off a blockbuster, 5-player trade on day 2 of the NHL draft. It broke the silence on an eerily quiet draft weekend, seeing two former number 5 picks, Noah Hanifin and Elias Lindholm, a former No. 8 pick Dougie Hamilton, and a top prospect, Adam Fox, all change teams. Hurricanes received defenseman Dougie Hamilton and Adam Fox, and forward Michael Furlan. Flames received defenseman Noah Hanifin and forward Elias Lindholm. Hurricanes, it's not often you get a chance to acquire a defenseman the caliber of Hamilton, or a prospect the caliber of Fox, but the Hurricanes just got both in one fell swoop. That's not to say they traded back 10 cents on the dollar they acquired, but it certainly wasn't 100 pennies. Carolina got the best player and best prospect in that deal, and with the Hurricanes and restricted free agent Elias Lindholm reportedly not close to striking a new deal, they didn't just kill two birds with one stone, but managed to crack the stone open to mine some pretty hard-to-find talent. Hamilton has remained one of the most criminally underrated players in the NHL. That he's now joining his third team ahead of his age 25 season is representative of two things: Hamilton and the Bruins not being able to come to terms on a contract coming off his rookie deal, and the Flames grossly misanalyzing what they had in Hamilton. Since joining the Flames, Hamilton is 13th among defensemen in CF%, 25th in XGF%, and 9th in real XGF%. He's been absolutely great. He's also 17th in points. https://t.co/sof7epac. Evan Sporer, @ev_Sporer, June 22, 2018. By all accounts, Adam Fox is also on his way to becoming a top 4 defenseman. The 20-year-old New York native will return to Harvard for his junior season, and in the current college-to-NHL landscape, it's no guarantee he'll end up playing in Carolina. If he does though, and if he's close to the player many project him to be, it's possible the Hurricanes just acquired 2 top-pairing defensemen. And even in trading one themselves, Hamilton still makes the deal 150% worth it. Breaking it down piece by piece, a Hamilton 1-for-1 with Hanifin and a Fox 1-for-1 for Lindholm both look pretty great for Carolina. Throw in Furlan, who could be a serviceable middle 6 forward, and Carolina comes out of this exchange looking very good. 2018 UFA rankings, forwards, defensemen, goalies. Flames. See, there are a few things from a Flames perspective that should be very concerning about this trade. To start out, losing a player like Dougie Hamilton is never a good thing. He, along with Mark Giordano, made up one of the best defense pairings in all of hockey. Does Calgary now reunite Giordano with TJ Brodie, who just had a very un-TJ Brodie-like year with Travis Hamonic, a player the Flames may also look to trade? It also stacks Calgary with left-shot defensemen. Giordano, Brodie, and Hanifin are all left-handed, and while Giordano played on his offside with Brodie, he really excelled playing on his strong side with Hamilton. In acquiring Lindholm, it really gives Calgary the center depth that NHL teams long for. He could slot in on the Flames' second or third line, but given the profile of this trade, right into the top six makes a bit more sense, right behind Sean Monahan, and usurping Michael Backlund. That too provides a real question about breaking up one of the best things Calgary had going for it last season. Backlund played between Matthew Tkachuk and Michael Frolik, the Flames' 3M line. They were downright dominant, sporting some of the best underlying numbers in all of hockey, dominating possession and suppressing scoring chances. They didn't score at a commensurate rate. Calgary shot 8% with that line on the ice at 5-on-5, but did dominate the puck to the tune of a 57.2 Corsi for percentage, and outscore the opposition 35-21. Those are both top-of-the-league type numbers, and it stands reason that a 20-year-old Tkachuk will grow his offensive production. The Flames also just committed $32 million over the next 6 years in a Backlund extension. So either they're paying for that on the third line, or giving up a heck of a lot to have Lindholm come in and be the third line center. Unless it's a total curveball by Calgary, and they want to move Lindholm to the wing, the Flames certainly needed to improve their roster after a disappointing finish that saw them slip to 11th in the West, in part due to a lack of talent, in part due to a very untimely injury to goaltender Mike Smith. The second pairing of Brody and Hamonic was definitely in need of a fix, and the Flames' bottom six needed to be re-energized, especially with some of the in-conference depth they come up against. It's just hard to see how this specific move makes Calgary better today, or even 2 years from now.